taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion, Hill. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. It's Hill, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And the hole closes quickly there. And it's maybe a couple up to the 38.
They're going to play really good run defense, but we're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people. Because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys are playing the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just run them in here.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get into his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down before it's a 4th down?
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan chemistry. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's got Wilson. Not able to get any further as he's taken down right there at the 26. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, usually here, we've got one of those big blockers and some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they roll outside. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a little couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And the Titans first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. They'll set up to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. There's Hill. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Hill. Oh, he dropped it. And it's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Hill being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. first down and 11-yard pickup. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
43.
On first down, it's Hill. Looking middle, and that's complete. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on second down. They go play fake, and it's Hill.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans force the turnover and take over at the 10.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best.
And off to the races down the right side.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's second down.
He'll look to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing no, it's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Yes, second and 4.
Back to throw again. Find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from a defensive perspective. That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Now a handoff as they run outside. He is going to be stopped cold on the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 33. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
To try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. We'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. Hill.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had 2 great games yesterday, and we're just getting started here. The first of 3 more on this Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. On 1st and 10, Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good coverage downfield. Able taking off, picking up the first down on a 14-yard run.
It's not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Hill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Return of 12 following a very nice punt. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession on the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about avoiding turnovers. yards. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They're going to look to throw. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. For the first time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop it. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions. I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Good move at the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Hill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. 48 yards rushing for him now, and that was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Up the middle they go with Dorsett. 4 yards to pick up the 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give up the middle. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it goes to the 1st and 1. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Back to throw, Hill. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. 48 yards out. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here with that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple of friends talking about travel plans for next weekend. We're going to want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel
extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 31 yards there to first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole when the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Up the middle they go. Gordon. And a solid run down inside the 30. They got to get it to the 21 here. 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. There's Hill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Hill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A big gain of 5. And it's 2nd down. throw. Hill throwing the out route incomplete. It's Alexander. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Hill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. What you do is exactly put it all the way down and try to push your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns 36.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Third and 2.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
to throw here on first down. They get that one complete to Connor. And inside of the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Well, a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
When this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
A 2nd and 11 for the 19.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Hill got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Hill. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. In the midfield strike, they look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans will take over possession here at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And the Titans getting set to go. And you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on the home team than to be behind the entire game? Because home crowds, they're really for coordination. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game. And when the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd on this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense
zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. We'll get her here. It's complete. Time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from the 22 here, 2nd and 2. Hill. That ball caught by his rookie right arm. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. There's Hill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard. They'll throw it once more. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Hill looks to throw. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Caldwell. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Already a pair of third-down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third-down try. And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go market in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw again. They set up the screen to Dorsett. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. For 3 yards in. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you get out wide and who you got to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go out and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards. We know more than that. 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And scoops it only about a yard up to the 42.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. But he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on second down is Hill. The kidder here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
Defensive count right now. They know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should. Other throws.
And now 2nd and 4.
Now it's Hill.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's to the 15.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to Detroit.
And the Browns getting set to go.
This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This is 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and he drops it incomplete. Their struggles continue here. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Flushed out right. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Desperation time on 4th for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert it, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony, in sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin to drive at the 30. Cleveland offense making their way out. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun. Hill. He finds Howard complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And a quick throw here, that's complete. I don't think he got it. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 1 now from the 21.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They said at the beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Jogador.